This is Salamancer, and you are watching the Masterpiece Theater. Or maybe it's TF2. I don't know. It could just be TF2, I guess. But this is going to be a game between Team Team and MannSchaft. And that literally, their name is Team Team. So it's Team Team from Team Fortress 2 Team. No? Not really? Alright, well, it does look like they are all going to kill themselves here once. And of course, the reason for that is that they are dropping a bunch of metal. Their engineer is going to set the sentry up, like, right on this ramp, probably at the very top. Very common Euro thing to do. You see this a lot more in the Euro leagues than you do over in America. But they're getting ready to set up over here. Oh, excuse me. Some of them may have actually played some ETF2L. And of course, if you've been watching my channel before, you know the MannSchaft team already. And you've seen them in that Viaduct game. I'm not going to give it away. You should probably go watch that one too. It was a fun little match for basically what amounts to a big round-robin mixed game. But you know what? I'm enjoying it. And this time around, we get to see a new team as well. Team Team playing on PL Upward. Zyburst is... I don't even know. He's just kind of hanging out up here. 5 seconds left until this starts off, and I know my HUD is still completely broken. I'm so sorry about that. Spy walking out, probably using the Dead Ringer, looking around. They want to make sure that there's no enemy spy here. Where is the red spy is the question. Ricky Martin, oh, takes down QNTC, nice kill, and will be looking, maybe looking to get more kills. Maybe he just is satisfied with that. I don't know. But yeah, you got to take down this sniper early on in the game, or you're going to have a lot of trouble trying to push forward. And there is, in fact, a spy coming right after him. He may be able to get up on Ricky Martin and end his singing career early. I don't know, though. Ricky's actually chasing him down, but 6 health left in this guy, and the spy doesn't realize it. There you go. Finally pokes him in the face. Precast wig. And did I see... Oh, okay, no. Wait, what? Mix up TLR. Why does it tell me that he renamed his rocket launcher if he's not in this game? That's pretty weird. Okay, cool. Well, I have TLR on my friends list. How about you? I guess I'll brag a little bit. I mean, I'm a caster. You can't expect that. But you know. Anyway, Uber coming in right now. The cart will get to the first point relatively quickly here. They've got to deal with a soldier, and he actually does manage to take down Brain Eater. Kind of an interesting name for a pyro. But Team MannSchaft here, seems like they have their own little wrangled mini-sentry up at the top of that hill, and it is kind of running counter to the wrangled level 3. Level 3 going to do more damage, of course, but that mini-sentry could still cause a lot of problems. The cart not quite to the point yet, but it's just going to take a scout a couple of seconds to get it up there. Spy coming in, trying to stop that from happening, and he will delay it just a little bit more. Every second does count here. There you go, Team MannSchaft finally capping the first point after 1:29. That's not too terrible. Not too terrible at all, but we are going to have to see whether they can continue the momentum. Can be pretty tough. And what is this guy's name? Ruben Juice. Right now is okay. I just realized somebody's name is Sal Rocks, and that was his name during the game. It's not his name like right now. It's like when he made the game. Apparently they decided to name it that because I guess they wanted me to cast this. So hey, you know what? Looks like that's what happens. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying now. Pretty much don't remember. No, they were going to have a crits or Uber ready pretty soon here from the red team. I wonder... yeah, it is going to be a regular Uber, and so they can jump down on the cart pretty much anytime they want to. They're just trying to use this right now just to hold the high ground for a little bit. So I'm kind of surprised that this sentry is still up here and that the cart hasn't been pushed further. It actually is underneath at the moment, but there's got to be somebody down there watching that. Oh, Ruben, watch out! Walk over those stickies, but apparently Eagle is dead. Eaglan CB, whatever his name is. So he's going to be... ready to go. I just realized I was streaming like exactly the wrong thing, so I do apologize to all my stream viewers there. That's pretty hilarious. I ended up streaming like a blank screen for about 2-3 minutes here, but you know what? Deal with it. Anyway, Ruben Juice going to be walking out there and actually decides not to pop the Uber. He's just going to abandon his heavy and his soldier, who are still doing some damage, but the more, you got to be careful. The more teammates you lose, the easier it is for your opponents to jump in. Even if there is... Oh, nice using the piss rifle here, the Sydney Sleeper. Even if you have the Uber, it's like you can't stop your enemies if you only have you and like a sniper. They can just walk right over you, and you're not going to deal enough damage with that Uber. So you got to be really careful. Looks like Baku doing some good damage there with that scattergun, though. And Zyburst helping him out. So the Uber has not been required yet. I mean, they've been holding on to this Uber for a very long time on red, to the point where sometimes it can be very effective. Oh, watch that sniper dot right there. That could have been a kill on the med. But no, it can be a very effective thing sometimes to just like use the Uber to push into your opponents and force them to pop way back over here so that they can't even touch your sentry, which should be standing up. Yes, it is, right here in the standard spot on that ramp. Looks like they don't actually want to pop the Uber into their opponents yet, though. It's a very, very conservative style of play, just trying to hold this Uber for as long as possible. Not always the most effective thing to do as a medic, but we'll see. Ricky Martin still trying to pee on people from long distance. And there's a phrase you never thought you'd hear. But you did. You just did right now. And there you go. Gets a good shot on the heavy, but he will not be Girardi'd for very long. The Sydney Sleeper Girardi just doesn't last all that long. And he managed to get away just fine. Still taking mini crits, though, from the gloves of running urgently. And still, Ruben has not had his Uber forced yet. So this Medigun, I mean, Bird's ready to push. I wonder why we're not seeing, like, the crackles and snaps coming out of this thing. Because normally you would see some visual effect that would let you know he's ready to pop the Uber. But no, so far they are just going to be able to push forward here in the Reddit round robin tournament. And this, as I've been told, is the closest game out of all of the round robins. So I'm looking forward to it. They need to push this thing, though. Get over there, take down the sentry. There you go, the Uber's finally popped, and Ruben may want to pop the Uber of his own. He still hasn't popped it yet. And they are going to lose this position as a result. The thing about the Uber is that you need to use him to take a position and to hold that position. Because look what's happening. The entire team, team, that is, lost the point. They lost the position. Most of them are dead. And what's the medic doing? He's just standing back here. Finally just uses it to save himself. But, I mean, that is just not an effective Uber. He could have had 3 or 4 Ubers, I think, in the time there that it took him to just pop the one. And that's really not an effective use of your Uber as a medic. It's tough sometimes to realize, you know, early on in your medic career, which is, I think, where this would be. Tough to realize exactly when you should be using it. But, you know, if your teammates are saying, look, pop it now, pop now, pop now, or let's go into him or whatever, you just got to go along with it sometimes. Regardless, let's see what happens here. Because so far the defense has been very good by team. Or maybe the offense has just been very bad. I don't know. But regardless, it's a nice long round. Ricky Martin, once again, looking to pee on people, and he does manage to get a shot on that soldier, but doesn't manage to cover him, douse him in Girardi. And this is, once again, another one of those spots that's really nice for sniper on upward. It's a very fun little spot here to play as, because what are they going to do to you? You know, they either have to get their sniper there, or they have to be able to take down the rest of the enemy team just to get to you. And so far, actually, Pre-Castaway going huge right now, getting a bunch of good kills, so it's possible it could happen. Brain Eater coming up after our red Pyro and doing some good shotgun damage to him. It's a fairly standard thing. I think you want to use that shotgun a lot in Highlander. But, oh, Pyro not quite able to find that spy, and no, he is probably going to get away, avoiding the flames like a boss. Bird needs to jump away. No, too late. Soldier gets down on top of him. Both meds are dead right now. That cart is not up the hills yet. It's getting closer. But, you know, we're going to watch this guy for a while. I like his name. It's a good name. Oh, never mind. We're not going to watch him. Apparently he doesn't rock. Just kidding. Ruben building the Uber up slowly but surely. Will try to get back with his heavy, but taking a lot of damage. He really needs to back away from this. Like, with this little health, just the tiniest, you know, like one unscoped sniper shot could kill him. So he's being very aggressive, actually, with as far as like where he's holding right now. If the sandwich is allowed, I would hope to see him have a sandwich delivered, but apparently not. There you go. Give your medic the sandwich. You got to do that. Got to do that. And there goes the med. Sir Ducky coming in with a very good attack on the rockets, as well as, I think there was a couple of sticky bomb kills earlier, but no, Sir Ducky doing an extremely good job here on that soldier. Is he even dead? Yes, he's the only one right now dead for his team. Heavy's going to get taken out there, and this is a standard thing too. Once you start taking that high ground, you have the sniper staying back, pushing the cart, because he can sit back here and do 2 functions at once. He can, you know, use that long-range damage where he's untouchable, and I mean, push the cart. Why not? It's a great place for the sniper to be especially useful on upward. And now it's all about oh, interesting. It's going to be all about whether the blue team can actually get in here with this Uber and do the damage to push the cart all the way to the last point. The longer they wait here, the tougher it is going to be for them. But the Uber, I mean, why are they waiting? They need to push now. Use the Uber. Get in there. Kill the enemy med. Where is it? Where is the Uber? It is not being used. I'm not sure I agree with that. because they actually had a huge advantage. I'm not sure if they counted it, but I mean a huge Uber advantage there, and it has been destroyed now. Finally, they popped the Uber, taking down the sentry. I mean, that is, of course, what they wanted to use it for. And Lisa is going to stand here playing her saxophone, pushing the cart. But now we'll get taken out by a combination of Demo Man and Pyro. Meanwhile, Eagleline CB, very good positioning for him. Jumped up here, taking down that engineer, or at least hurting him quite a bit. 25 health left on the Engie, but that's not going to be quite enough to cause him to die yet. They could still kill him, though. It's interesting that he's not gone back for health yet. Where is he right now? I don't know. Okay, he's back. He's gone back for health now. And, whoa. Why did these guys, like, not notice that there was a heavy coming up behind them? Who knows? But this is actually a really good position to hold here as well. So, I've said these guys are new to Highlander, but I think not all of them actually are new to Highlander, because this is a very standard Highlander hold that a lot of the pros use as well. And that is to say, you stand up here on this side opposite your sentry, so you can cover that cart. You basically prevent your opponents from being able to get in and spam the sentry at all. So you've got a multi-tiered defense where your red team can, even if you wipe out the medic and the heavy, then you've got to get in and deal with the sentry as well. It's quite a nice defense to use. And that means that Team MannSchaft in the blue is going to have a tough time taking this out. They've got Warmo coming in, trying to do some damage to that Pyro, but not able to get quite enough. Oh, taken down. Cut down in his prime. Cart very close, but of course that's what's going to happen a lot. It all comes down to what we need to see is a successful push out of the blue team. And right now, guitaring Egg. Apparently eggs can play guitar. I don't even know what that is supposed to mean. I wish I did. I'm going to assume it's an egg playing a guitar. I mean, you could like drop an egg on a guitar, and that would essentially effectively work, sort of, maybe. Go, nice little sticky trap taking out Sir Ducky, and he's going to start laying down another one. But meanwhile, it sounds like there was an Uber, and it has been... Oh, nice kill by Sparlin. There was an Uber. It has been stopped. The sentry is still up, so this is looking like a very good defense right now out of our blue team, or our red team. Red is the defending team, in case you were colorblind. But no, out of our defending team right now, Team doing an exceptional job on defense. And look at the sick reflex out of Sparlin. He is going huge right now on defense, not letting anything by him. And it may just go aggressive here. So we may get to actually see some of that more aggressive Pyro style that we didn't really get to see on Viaduct. Because on Viaduct, you have to keep your metal alive. On this one, it's not quite as important. Does spot that spy, though, and he is going to try and take him down. He's just always getting pressured. Wise idea to back away from that for now. But he will come in, light people on fire again. Look at the reflex, man. Sparlin knows what he's doing here as a Pyro. Played a lot of Pyro in his day, I'm sure. Not getting any Uber Flash, so he will have to stay away for now. Grab a health kit instead. But, I mean, he knows. He knows he wasn't getting that Uber. Going for the kill now on the Engineer. Engineer gets finished off. And, yeah, blue team is just getting backed way up. Now, they do almost have an Uber. Lisa going to drop that sandwich for Bird. And here comes another push. They should be able to do this. I'm afraid I can't tell how much time is actually left on the clock. No, it's not going to tell me because I'm an idiot and my HUD is still broken. But, you know, they'll be jumping in soon. They've got the Uber. I don't know what they're waiting for at the moment. I mean, I guess the Demo Man's down. Yeah, you kind of need a demo to come in and clear that sentry position for these Ubers. He's going to be taken away on every second counts. Every second counts. So, going to be pushing in here in a bit. Demo's ready to go. Cart's getting closer. Demo's probably going to, I don't know. I thought he was going to take the Uber, but it looks like actually blue team is going to go for the upstairs first, and they won't have to pop the Uber up here. Medic is actually covered in Girardi, so that would have been a good, kill attempt. Oh, no. What just happened there? Bird got taken down by the sentry. What a fail. Not a lot else to say about that one, man. Sorry. That's occasionally, as a medic, you just don't realize quite what is dealing a damage to you and how fast it happens. Maybe his finger slipped off the mouse, or maybe he was completely drunk. I don't know. Regardless, good little fail stab there. Regardless of what happened, though, Medic drops the Uber, and that is a huge loss for the team. They're just going to be sitting back here and... Oh, you're done. They're going to be sitting back here for a while trying to build another Uber, because without an Uber, you just can't take the sentry down in this last point on Upward. So, good luck, Blue, but you're going to need it now. And Rut's pretty ready to jump in himself here and attack, but going to have to stay back and make sure his sentry is still alive. His teleporter really is still alive. Teleporter, very important for stopwatch mode games. Whenever you can get a teleporter up, it's pretty useful. Steve is having some trouble here. He's getting pressured, I think, a little bit by a potential spy. Doesn't want to lose his sentry location at all. Cart getting close here, actually. I think that War Mode does get taken down there, but he did at least get the cart close once again, so all it's going to take is one push. And here comes Uber right now. Engineer going to lose his sentry gun. Did not pull out that Wrangler in time, and so he is now down as well. There will not be any more sentries. So all I need to do is push the cart. Only 4 players left alive. The Uber is popped for red team, but it is not close enough to the cart. That is going to be it. 14-10. The round time. That is pretty darn crazy, my friends. It's a very, very long time. So team now on the blue, they have to beat that time for all 4 points. And it's not going to be the world's toughest thing to do. Actually, we see our... That's pretty hilarious. This is the kind of thing you do as a heavy if you want to get a lot of points early round. Just have one of your friends hurt himself right in front of you and feed him sandwiches. Watch how high his score goes here in a minute. MB actually only has like 20 points right now, but every time he throws a sandwich, it's another point. So he's just trying to make up the points that he lost there. And yeah, already he's up to 23, 24. That's crazy. Well, when you consider how many points Bird is at right now, 39, that's an incredible amount of points right there. Just because he's gotten so many Ubers and had the opportunity for so many pushes, I guess. But really, that should rightfully be Ruben's score. Ruben should have been popping a lot more Ubers, I think, than he did. And I'm not normally this harshly critical of players. I don't want to be, because of course not all these guys are seasoned Highlander veterans. This is the mentoring tournament, so of course these guys did get a lot of mentoring. But you know, just as far as like future skill growth is concerned, it's fairly important to pop those Ubers when you get them, as long as you've got some decent positioning on your opponents. You know, force your opponents to pop the Uber before they ever get to the sentry, and that makes it take them, you know, makes them take much longer to win the game, usually. Ricky looking for the kill on the heavy, and that heavy is going to die. Lisa is down to a backstab, actually, so the damage that Ricky did was completely unnecessary, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Nobody's popped an Uber yet, but they are about to, I'm pretty sure. Where is the sentry? We don't know yet. Haven't really checked that out, but a lot of players from MannSchaft dying right now. And yes, the sentry is going to be back up at this normal ramp position. Very, very common for the Euros. Not as common in North America, but, you know, whatever. People getting lit on fire. Somebody asked me to cast a Warmfront game from the round robin, and no. Just no. Warmfront is really not my favorite map. And there you go. Interestingly timed Uber from the red team. The heavy will take this, and as the Uber fades away, we'll have about 300 health left here. Yeah, right there, 300 health. So he is still going to be a normal, you know, tough to deal with heavy. But actually does get taken down from the high ground by MB. So you know, the Uber did work out there for the most part for our blue team. They managed to get the cart into the tunnel, where they will need to push it back out pretty darn soon, but they've got plenty of time to do that. And Brain Eater is going to sit here try to defend this sentry location, but what are you guys doing? Your sentry is not guarding the checkpoint, and the scout and engineer are actually capping it. The only people out here right now were the demo and heavy, and they do manage to stop that, but wow, LOL indeed. Even though most of the blue team just died right there, that is going to push blue spawn forward, red spawn way back, and that is just so detrimental to red team's defense right now. They are not going to be able to set up a lot of time here. Usually on defense, you're going to have the sentry. Oh, they did actually pull it back. Problem is, I don't think they can walk in here. Yeah, no, they can't. They cannot get into this spawn location anymore to grab metal. So it's all up to just how long it takes to knock that sentry out, and already they are walking back with it. Bird has an Uber. I think he may want to try and pop this into him, but he's 38 health right now. One more sticky could kill him. He is going to back off. And QNTC is just trying to cover the retreat here, as that's kind of what you have to do as your red team in this position. You need to retreat. Uber's not quite ready yet for blue, so I kind of want to see an Uber into them, taking down a bunch of players and giving their engineer time to build up. But so far, I guess I feel like they don't have to. They can just sit back here, kill a heavy from the high ground, and hold that high ground. Holding the high ground is super important, though, and Kenny's coming in for a kill. Gets one kill, not going to get any more at the moment, and the Pyro, oh, just almost pushed him off. Good air strafing there by Kenny, managed to land just barely on that ridge. And Steve there, I don't think he was doing any damage, but he was holding the Wrangler down just so that mini sentry wouldn't die and it would absorb a lot more damage. But no, sir, not going to happen. The Ubers are ready for both teams. Is Ruben going to pop the Uber, though? No. QNTC going to take him down with a nice headshot. That guy's been doing work all game. So now it's all up to Sparlin here. Can he help his Demo Man get the kill on the heavy? Yes, he can. And actually going to be going for the kill on this Demo Man, as well. Doing some good reflex, but not quite able to kill. The question now is just how good is he at flanking? Because Sparlin does seem to be one of those good flanking pyros. And nobody's paying attention to him right back here. He could get a couple kills. Uh-oh, somebody's probably spotted him here. Not making quite the right jump there. You got to jump from farther back, man. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so he takes the jump upstairs. There is going to be a Wrangled sentry watching him, so he's just kind of got to spam away with the flares. Light that engineer on fire. Not able to hit too much of anything yet, but the rest of his team is pushing forward and taking the high ground. And if red team gives up this high ground, I mean, that just means that team can push that cart so much further, so much faster. This may not be a close round at all, actually. So I may have completely missed medics dropping too, by the way. I don't know. These things happen. It is a SalCast. I mean, I'm watching 18 people. Give me a break, all right? I can't catch everything. Look at StarCraft. They cast like 2 people at a time, and even they can't catch everything. So what do you think I feel? Anyway, not making too many excuses. But now, Team MannSchaft here sitting on defense. They're getting attacked once again by Sparlin. Good Uber force. He does get taken down, but forcing the enemy's Uber is a pretty darn big deal right now, as Bird did not want to have to pop that right there. The cart's actually not quite at that point yet, so it is going to start falling back down this hill. And I got to tell you, when you are in pubs, one of the most brilliant feelings you can have is when that cart starts rolling back down these hills and you're sitting here defending it and nobody touches it for like a good 20 seconds. You're just like, I am the greatest. And you're getting knocked off there, but I do think with all the ground they've taken now, the blue team should be able to push this onto the point. Team now have 9 minutes to get into the last point. And where is red going to hold? Right now they're holding down on the ground. Not the greatest hold position. It's not a terrible one, but you do see that this heavy could just walk right in and start dealing damage. Jump on a medic and kill him if you wanted to, and there's just not a lot of damage they can do except spamming through that window, which they did. Pretty good kill. Uber's in already, though. Ubering a Pyro is not going to take this sentry down. They are not going to have any option of doing that. They will get a couple kills, and that might make it easier for the rest of their team to get in and do that. But look at this. Uber is ready to go for Bird, and they are going to push in, stop the capture. Oh, Spy is behind Bird. Oh! How did he not know what was going on there? That little poke, that was a Spy. You've got to look and see what direction things are hitting you from, and Bird did not do that. So that does mean an Uber drop. Kind of sad, I guess. But you know, this may just be the end of this game. Or at least this round. I think they probably play a best of 3 stopwatch, because that's kind of the most fair way to do it. You know, if you start on defense first and you want to start on offense, it's going to make for a very long video, though. And Kenny is not getting away with it. He's going to have to retreat, try reapproach, which is exactly what he'll do. But I mean, the Spy is a very important player on this last point. If he can manage to get in, oh, medic down again, Ruben juice, no sir. The Spy, a very important player. If he can get in and harass that NG, it is so worth it. Especially if he can coordinate with the rest of his team. It's like, when's our Uber ready to go? Okay, it's ready now. I'll sap the sentry. And then, I mean, when the sentry is sapped and the Uber is popped in, the sentry goes down so fast. And you can do so much damage that way. It's tough to coordinate, though, sometimes. It's tough to even get in there as the Spy. Just because, I mean, watch what happens. He's probably going to walk into a Pyro again. Somebody's going to spot him out. They're going to know exactly where he's going. Well, so far, nobody really caused any problems. Kenny, 667, not quite 666, will be able to get around here behind enemy lines. Somebody may have seen him here, but he's at least going to go for the sniper kill. Now they know he's there. So he gave away his position, and yeah, the engineer knows. He knows, man. Get out of there! He will get out of there, of course. And the question now is, he's probably going to have enough metal for another Dead Ringer attempt, but what he really wants to do is take that engineer down. And he's not going to be able to do that, so instead going to go for the med. Does get the med kill on Bird once again. He's been very consistent about that. And so Ruben is going to have an Uber ready to go fairly soon. It's going to have an advantage. That means they get to pop in there and not have a problem. Sir Ducky standing here and body blocking the sentry. That's kind of hilarious. So Baku gets taken out there with nothing gained. Spam now coming in, and Sir Ducky, of course, cannot stop Spam of his own. All he can do is continue to fire away. But that sentry gets taken down by some good sticky bombs from Guitaring Egg. Is that right? Guitaring Egg? And Ruben just respawns there, so he did get taken out upstairs. Too bad. So sad. But when you're building that Uber, you got to be building it usually in a place that doesn't put you in any danger. And actually, he's in danger right here. His team not able to defend him. That is not Ruben's fault at all. Team got to be watching those flanks. So that was just a really good kill there. Good flanking action by Sir Ducky. And it's very frustrating as a medic, I know. Very frustrating when that kind of thing happens. But you know what? It happened, and now you just got to try to take advantage of what you can. Team pushing in right away, but they're having some trouble here getting that cart onto the last. So I mean, 5 minutes left to go. 4 minutes have elapsed since, oh, nice shot, since they started pushing into last, and they haven't been able to get it yet. So this might actually be quite a bit closer than I'm thinking. Hopefully my stream chat can tell me whether this is a best of 1 or best of 3, because that makes all the difference right now. It really does. Anyway, Reddit round robin tournament here is quite awesome, I gotta say. I definitely recommend doing stuff through Reddit when you can, when you see the opportunities. It's awesome. It truly is. Precast are going to go ahead and dead ringer away, kind of just gathering intel on the opposing team right now. And it is, in fact, a best of 1. That's what they're telling me. So whoever wins this round wins the game. Just, I guess, in the interest of time, they didn't want to be keeping people here for an hour and a half per map. And another Uber drop by Ruben, and that's going to mean that this may very well get a lot closer. So not very good. Bird is going to have his Uber once again, which, oh, actually it's a crits. So my question is, where is the blue spy? He's going to go for that mid. Oh no, he's actually going to go for the sentry and not get it. Who's going to take the crits then? That's our only question. It is going to be Eglan, and they've spotted the enemy med. Pop that crits. Oh, they pop it, but they didn't get the first one. Oh, no! They take down Zybers, and that's the only crit skill they got. That really sucks when you fire that first sticky, and the next one is still arming, and the first sticky isn't even a crit, so that is a pretty big deal. A couple blue players are dead, but a lot of red players are dead. And Rutger lost his dispenser, trying to keep his sentry up, but he doesn't have a lot of metal left right now. He just had to rebuild the dispenser, so that's 100 down right there, and he actually had to repair the sentry as well. There you go. Going to start trying to rebuild that dispenser a little bit. But the more he rebuilds the dispenser, the less likely it is he's going to be able to save the sentry. Sentry is down. The Uber is ready to go for our blue team. They need to pop this in right away. Get in, deal the damage, push the cart, get a lot of kills. And it looks like they're going for that so far. 3.5 minutes left to go, and they should be able to win this push. Not popping the Uber yet, though. Ruben, pop the Uber. Ruben popped the Uber. There you go. They finally pop it, and I don't think Ruben realized he couldn't push that cart while he's Ubered. But he's just going to kind of stand here on it, keeping the positioning and letting the rest of his team push in. His heavy is still here. They need to stop this scout from defending it, though. And Spy as well gets the nice stab there on the heavy. There's still 2 players here on the cart, but they are losing health quickly, and there you go. Another successful defense, just barely, by Team MannSchaft. As Team wants to push in once again, doing some good damage through this Pyro with that Wrangle mini sentry. He's almost been taken out, but not quite. And the cart is still very, very close. That is as close as it gets without somebody actively standing on it. And the action going on here, the Demo Man is going to be trying to lay down some sticks. Meanwhile, the Spy, no, that was just a dead ringer. He will be able to decloak somewhere around here and get away with the kills. Med does pop another crit Krieg, and are they getting a lot of kills? They take down Ruben. That is an important kill to get. Zyburst as well eats a crit pipe. And Sir Ducky is just going to be hanging out behind. The crunch time is now over for the red team. There's only going to be time for 1 or 2 more, oh, nice kill. 1 or 2 more pushes out of our blue team. And they almost, no, they don't almost have an Uber, I'm sorry. So really only 2 more good, effective Uber pushes from blue before this game is over. Team is very close to winning right now, but they're not quite there, and they are losing so much positioning. Plus, the sentry is back up. Sounds like it's level 3. Yes, it is. By the way, interesting factoid. Did you know you can actually tell what level the sentry's at by how many beeps it emits? So you're hearing 3 beeps. Beep, 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 beep. Those? Yeah, those are level beeps. So if you only hear 2 beeps around a corner, it means it's level 2. And Uber is popped, saving that heavy just barely in the nick of time. Nobody on red or on blue team dying yet. One person on red dead, but it is just a scout. And there you go. Bird gets taken out there. Team once again pushing the cart. They're getting very close, but the heavy pushed into the pit. The spy doing amazing work right now, and this soldier with his whip is not going to be able to get the kills. Look at that. Blue team got completely wiped out. Completely. Everybody who's alive right now just respawned, and a minute left to go. So what did I tell you? Only time enough for now one more Uber push. And that's going to be it. Eglan being very careful not to let anybody on that cart right now. He wants to make sure that it starts rolling backwards with that sticky trap there, of course. Going to jump down, maybe deal some pipe damage. Did hit the Pyro, good hit, but it's not going to be quite enough to get the kill. Sparlin at 4 health, but he will probably drop back and grab a health kit. Yes, he will. Rutger building the sentry up. Listen, it's level 2. And it only makes 2 beeps. Crazy, huh? Crazy. All right, anyway, I'm a huge nerd. But team just lost everybody. They lost their med. 30 seconds left to go. They need to get on the cart right now, but there are so few of them left, and there are so many red team members left. I don't think they can do this. The spy is coming in, trying to chase down that med. He's poking him in the face, but not getting any damage down. Bird is still alive, almost has the Uber. The Uber itself should be able to save this cart, but a lot of players dying. Blue actually getting a bunch of kills. They're pushing the cart very, very close. 10 seconds left, and they're going to get it. Team defeating Team MannSchaft at the very last second, and everybody is dead. I feel like I'm watching Hamlet in TF2 form right now. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Team Fortress 2 at its finest, Highlander mode, with even with relatively mix and some new players. Still awesome to watch. I thank you for watching. Of course, do hit subscribe on youtube.com/fatmop for more awesome TF2 action, and I will be signing the heck out.